Hey, it's Tim, Pickup Truck Plus, SUV Talk. If this is your first time on the channel, welcome. On this channel, you find truck and SUV news, reviews, interesting stuff I do like resale value of new trucks, like dependability of new truck reviews. Hit subscribe, stick around, it's really good stuff. And today I have another really good video for you. We're talking about used trucks. Yeah, something that doesn't get covered very much is the explosion, the skyrocketing prices of used trucks right now, thanks to COVID and supplier issues, as far as Chevy, GMC, and Ford, of manufacturer issues, I should say better, of getting trucks to dealer lots. Dealer lots are empty. People are buying used trucks. People want trucks because they want to be out in nature more. They're not stuck, not be so stuck at home. And so truck prices are skyrocketing. I have a study for you that SKYROCKETIng did. They looked at 1.2 million used car sales in October of 2020. They compared that with October of 2019. So 1.2 million used car sales year over year. And they broke it down for me in a list of the trucks. I have 16 trucks in this list. We'll go through all of them. What the heck, it's only 16. We'll talk about the model. We'll talk about where it's at year over year, how much used trucks prices have increased in time. They've all increased. And there's a big surprise at number one. Something really kind of surprised you guys, I think. Let's go and get started on the list, and I'll stop blabbering. Okay, coming in on number 16 is the Chevy Silverado 2500 heavy duty. So a 3/4 ton Silverado. The average car price, or the average transaction price of a used car that's on sale right now, 1.2 million looked at, was $43,133. This is about a $2,300 increase, price change year over year. Percentage is 5.7%. So the 3/4 ton's up a couple $1,000s. Number 15 is a Chevy Colorado. This is used car price at $28,000. It's up $2,000 year over year, 7.8%. Now this one is a little bit older if you've been following Chevy Colorado news. There's a new one coming out next couple of years, but currently there's not a whole lot of excitement behind Colorado as much as there was. Number 14, the GMC Sierra 3/4 ton. This comes in at almost $50,000 for a used vehicle. This is about $3,800 year over year. 8.2% year over year percentage of change. Now this has gotten updated, I think it was just 2 years ago now. Now it's a newer truck out there, which is exciting. The interior still leaves some desire there, and you're kind of seeing that, I think, in the numbers a little bit here. But we'll keep moving along and get to number 13, which is the GMC Canyon. This comes in at $28,750 or $29,750, I should say. Price change year over year is $2,800. 10.5% is percentage change. Now this GMC Canyon, like the Chevy Colorado, is getting a little bit long in the tooth. It's been out there for a while. They do have a new AT4, and they have a new AT4 package for that to make it more off-road capable. So it's a little bit of excitement there, some changes, but not a whole lot. Number 12 is the Ford F-250 Super Duty. This is a 3/4 ton Ford. You're looking at $46,772. Price change of, it's up almost $4,500. That's 10% increase year over year. We're looking at average car prices. Now this one's been redone. They have the Tremor package for it. They have a lot of excitement around the Super Duty. And so it's kind of interesting. It joins a couple other trucks in 3/4 ton. And speaking of other trucks in 3/4 ton, number 11 is the Ram pickup 3/4 ton, 2500. That's $43,607, up about $4,700. That's 12% increase year over year. Now that's pretty interesting that we have all three, actually all four, I should say, of the 3/4 tons there in the bottom half of our list. So it's kind of interesting. 3/4 ton prices, haven't really, they've gone up, the band's up, but not as much as the other ones. So let's get to number 10. Number 10 is a Nissan Frontier. Yes, $23,289, up about $2,500. You're looking at 12% increase year over year. This is the cheapest truck on our list. It makes sense because that's the cheapest truck in the market. They are working on a new Nissan Frontier, but right now that's one of the oldest, cheapest trucks. So it makes sense to kind of increase price a little bit there. Number 9 is its big brother. Yep, Nissan Titan comes in at number 9. $33,440, up about $4,000. Year over year is 13%. And so you have both Nissan trucks there at 9 and 10. Now we get to the average. The average for all pickup trucks is 14%. So the average for all used pickup trucks is up 14% year over year, which is just incredible. Let's get down to the ones that are above average. Number 8, the Ford F-350, the 1-ton Super Duty, comes in at $52,650, up about $6,500. That's $6,500. That's quite a bit of coin increase for a 1-ton truck a used 1-ton truck, up 14%. Number 7, maybe no surprise here, is Ram pickup, 1-ton. Kind of joins the F350 there. We have it $48,297. That's up 6,000 price change year over year from October, up 14.3%. And before I move on, I want to make a point here that that's it for 1-tons. The Chevy and the GMC do not show up on our list at all, 1-tons. That means they may not have had much increase at all. Number 6 is one of the best-selling vehicles in the country, the Ford F-150. Comes in at $35,707, up $4,500 about, and is up 14.3%. So that's quite a bit of increase for just a half-ton truck. Number 5 is the Toyota Tacoma. Now this is one of the best-selling midsize trucks out there. Usually holds resale value really well, and even that one has seen a price increase. It's up almost $4,100, up $4,200 about there, up almost 15% year over year. And that's pretty incredible because I know a lot of people complain to me about how expensive the Toyota Tacoma is, and they just end up buying a new one because the used prices are so high. So there you go. More fuel to fire for that argument. Number 4 is the Chevy Silverado 1500. Now this is up almost $5,000, up 16.6% year over year. Comes at $34,245 for an average used car price. And this is interesting because that truck has made some changes, new 3-liter diesel, new 2.7-liter in it, new exterior, new trail boss. So they made some changes to that. And that combination of stuff was still a pretty usable interior. I've seen some price increase. Number 3 is the Toyota Tundra. Yes, the bigger brother to Tacoma. Comes at $38,000. Price increase is about $5,500. Year over year, it's 17% increase in price. And I know talking to Toyota that their supply on dealer lots is shockingly low as far as new trucks. And so this is probably fueling that. I know when I looked at Chevy Silverado, speak of that for just a second, when I looked shopping for a new truck, there was one Chevy Silverado on dealer lot. So, new truck inventory being really low is going to skyrocket these used prices as well. And I know Toyota has told me that they have a very low inventory. Number 2 is the GMC Sierra 1500. Comes in at $38,750. Price increase almost $6,400 year over year. 19.7% price change. So almost 20% increase in price. And you're looking at $6,000, almost $6,400 more. And that is just $100 less than the top one on our list, which was the Ford 1-ton. That was $6,500 more price change. So that leaves one left on the list. Drum roll, please. Number 1, the Ram pickup 1500. Yes, the all-new Ram pickup a couple years ago. This thing is still impressive, still competitive, really great interior, lots of good engine choices, and the ZF transmission in that is fantastic. Average used price was $32,841. Ram has typically been one of the cheaper trucks out there, but price change from October 2019 is almost $6,000. It is up 21.9% year over year. I think that's partly driven by the fact that it's selling a lot better these days, and it's got higher trim packages, and people really like those higher trim interiors, and so they're spending the money on it, and it's raising that price point in that Ram pickup. So there you go. There are the results of the IC Cars study, and I'm going to go ahead and put the full study information on the screen here. You can read it for yourself, and you can see what their analogy or methodology, that's going to say, methodology of doing their study is, what they looked at, what the trucks are looking at. There's always a little bit of argument on studies and how they looked at information. But hey, it's good, interesting information. I thought you guys would find it pretty interesting as well. I am pretty impressed by what I'm seeing from the Ram pickup. This is twice now I've done some studies where it's come out on top. Initial quality study did pretty well, and now used truck pricing did pretty well, and sales have done pretty well, and it's making its case to be the second best-selling truck in America. It's making a strong case for that currently. So, and it's interesting to see the other changes, like, the Chevy Silverado 1-ton didn't make the list, or the GMC Sierra 1-ton didn't make the list. I mean, that's kind of interesting there too. All right, and if you're surprised to see the Honda Ridgeline and, say, the Jeep Gladiator not on the list, you wonder where those are at, that's that methodology I put on the screen. Those vehicles hadn't been for sale consistently during the time period they were looking at used car and used truck prices, I should say more accurately. And so those vehicles, since they didn't have all the model years done, they don't show up. Same with the Ford Ranger. That's why that's not on the list, because it skipped a year or two. So in a couple years, when those trucks are on the market for a consistent amount of time, we'll get some consistent studies that we can show and share some data with you. But when you skip a year here and there, it's not really fair. That's why they're not on the list. But, I mean, I think overall it's a pretty interesting list, and it really shows you that, yes, used truck pricing has skyrocketed. We've said this on the live stream a few times. People have commented below, and it's true. Here's the facts. So for more interesting content and interesting videos, check the video out over here. It's a good time. Website down below. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you down the road.